Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of What's in My Makeup Bag. Today I'm joined by the amazing Chelsea.
Hi Megan, I'm Head of Brand Marketing, so I look after all of our brand marketing activity and our private label as well.
Chelsea's definitely a beauty lover, so I'm very excited to see what is in your makeup bag.
Yeah, I feel like my ethos with beauty though is pretty simple.
Yeah.
I think people would be surprised.
Talk me through what you'd start off with.
Probably night before.
Yep.
I find the Eco Tan face tan water. I'm a bit fairer.
Yeah.
It evens out my complexion and gives me a bit of a glow for the next morning.
You know, I've never used that.
Haven't you?
No.
I'm surprised by that. It's a really big seller here.
Yeah, I know. It's literally like viral.
Yeah, my friend James Vivian.
Oh, he got you onto it?
He got me onto it because it's really good. It's less clogging than regular fake tan for your face.
Yes, alrighty. So that's your night before prep.
Night before prep.
Love that from you.
And then straight up in the morning, can't miss the eye drops.
Ooh, another goodie.
I feel like, it just really opens up your eyes ready before you put on your base, but don't put it on after sunscreen. Because
it'll really hurt?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm not much of a primer gal, but I do love the Viviology Ceramide Moisturizer.
Okay.
I feel like it's just this perfect sort of texture. It helps me I'm a bit drier, so it helps me get a good base going. But that's pretty much it on the priming. Sunscreen, of course.
Yes, SPF obvi.
I'm a mineral girl.
Skincare and skin prep is done.
Done.
What is your base?
Giorgio Armani.
Of course it is. Yeah.
I've used this for over 10 years.
Oh my gosh.
Refuse to go back. Yeah.
Okay, so you were onto it before it was cool.
Yeah. I've tried many in between then. And then about 2 or 3 years ago, I just was like, why am I trying?
Yeah, let's just stop
when you've got perfection.
Yeah.
I think I'm shade 5, but it's just such a perfect one. I've got a drier complexion, but it's quite natural, very buildable.
It is gorgeous. Do you have that on today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day. On the concealer side, I probably flip a little bit more with the concealers, but at the moment, I've gone back to an old trusty, which is the Napoleon Perdis The One.
Yes.
Shade light. Just such a, I guess, moldable concealer, I find.
It is, yeah.
And I think anywhere on the face, like under eyes is great, but also just around the nose area, on the chin. I've recently got into this.
Is this the Cherry Blossom
shade?
Is
Cupcake.
Oh, Cupcake.
By Huda Beauty. It's their Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. And I don't traditionally wear a powder. I feel like the Luminous Silk doesn't really require it on my skin.
Yeah.
I use a tiny bit, not much.
Beauty sponge?
Beauty sponge, damp, tiny little bit. Same one I use for my foundation.
Yeah.
Don't stuff around.
Actually a good hack for anyone with dry skin or if you're just a bit powder adverse. Definitely try it with a damp beauty sponge because it will just add a little bit of moisture in.
This is just a Napoleon one. They're relatively cost effective.
She's an interesting shape.
She is an interesting shape, but you can get in on that
right
side
in there,
and then bigger there. Yeah, and in between the e.l.f., the daily brush cleanser just to make sure we're not getting too grotty. But need a bit of colour.
Yes.
Again, another Huda first for me. So it's a contour and bronzer cream and I use it just like that. So as my contour and bronzer. Yeah. Again, I wouldn't say I'm hyper technical with the contouring. I just...
You don't need to be.
Under the cheeks, a little bit on the chin. Yeah. Sometimes if I'm feeling fancy for those. But no, love that. Really easy glides on the face.
Do you find a little bit goes a long way with that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because the first time I dipped in, I was like, whoa, this is like...
Yeah, big time. I just actually, I use this brush here, which is, I think, a Glowish by Huda. It's a bit dirty. And I actually use this for my bronzer, contour, and blush.
No, that's okay. That's fine because then it just kind of merges all into one.
I'm a minimalist. I feel like I'm a minimalist in that sense. But yeah, I literally put the tiniest bit. Yeah. Start here, and then the rest can just be blended out. On the blush side, so I like quite a deeper.
I'd actually just say it's more of like a rosy based.
Yeah. So this is the one product that I haven't yet. Found my Adore.
Yeah.
Version.
Your Adore bestie.
So you're gonna need to hook me up.
I can think of about 5 off the top of my head. So you're very much a cream gal.
Cream gal, yeah. Dry skin.
I like that.
I like a bit of glow. And in saying that, I don't use a highlighter.
I don't need to with cream products.
I feel like I did for a lot of years.
Yes.
Loved. I mean, we all did, right?
Champagne pop. I was obsessed with champagne pop.
Yeah, no, we all went through that phase with highlighter. I feel like we're paring back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
On the eye side, I am incredibly boring. I literally use one colour.
Ooh, this is a nice colour though.
Napoleon Perdis Taunty Temptress.
Ooh, I like. It's like a terracotta.
Yeah, I was carrying around. I had some great palettes, but I just found myself using one shade. Mm-hmm. And when I was traveling or even just going to my partner's house, I was like, I'm so sick of carrying this big bulky palette around. Yeah. So just found the shade in the Napoleon range. And then liner.
Yes.
Good chocolate brown. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear 24-hour waterproof gel eye pencil.
Oh, she's a do-it-all type of gal.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, a nice like chocolatey brown. That's stunning.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like I just... a little bit on the top, a little bit on the bottom. I've got some lashes missing, so I like to fill that in.
Just like a smoked out moment.
Yeah, and then it comes with that little applicator on the end there.
How good is that?
So you can just get in there and... yeah. Again, I don't carry a lot of brushes, so anything that has a built-in. And then mascara. This is a newbie, actually. So it's the... how do I pronounce this?
Miraness.
Miraness.
Yeah.
And it's the Secret Weapon 24-hour mascara.
Yeah.
You might be able to clear this up for me. I thought I was buying a tubing mascara.
I'm pretty sure it is.
It is. Okay, good. I mean, really enjoying
What type of brush does this one have?
Because
I've not thought. Oh, so she's got a thick brush.
Quite a big one.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
You really get in there, create some volume.
Are we on to now brows?
Yes.
Just a really simple, ultra-fine brow defining pencil from Benefit.
Oh, yep.
Can't go past it. I'm shade 2. Sometimes I go a little bit darker if I get my brows tinted.
Oh, yeah.
Quick little...
yeah, Zhuzh.
Don't waste any time. Probably takes me 2 minutes.
And this has got the spoolie on the back, doesn't it?
It's got the spoolie, which then comes in handy for the Old Fave.
Oh, yeah.
Brow freeze. I mean, the Anastasia is so good. And a little goes a long, long way with this. So I literally just put my finger in.
Oh, clever.
Dip it on and then in we go. Done. And then lip. I love a red lip if I'm going out, but not in my day-to-day.
Yeah,
I feel like it's just too...
it's a bit of a...
too unpredictable.
Hazard sometimes.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hazard at work. Huda Beauty Lip Contour Shade 2 Rusty Pink. So
stunning.
Fairly natural with my lip colour, just a little bit more definition.
Oh, yeah,
there.
I like that. Yeah.
Line over very gently, then blur it out. Don't like a super...
defined lip, yep.
This is my great budget pick, actually. It's the Designer Brands Shade 465 Antique Rose. And it looks quite rich here, but I put it on in the morning.
Oh, I like that.
Blur it right out and then just let it wear. And because I've got the liner on, I let it wear pretty much the whole day. I might reapply once or twice.
Yeah.
And it becomes quite natural if you just
like
let
a flush to the lip.
A little flush. And then my only new one, which we were on a photo shoot last week and the makeup artist used this. It was the YSL. I don't know if this is the shade.
Shade 90?
90.
Oh,
but again,
that's nice.
Pretty similar. It's probably just got a little bit more of a brownie, but fairly similar. And then, again, just a Laneige.
Go past.
But I really do actually put this on... once I've got my moisturiser on, I'll pop this on so that when I go to put my lippy on, we've got a little bit of a moist base, but it's not sliding off.
Yes.
I may apply this throughout the day.
Yeah, I love that. And that's you done.
That's it.
I actually really like that kit.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, it was simple, but it was necessary.
Effective.
Yeah, it was concise.
Yeah, we're on a mission.
I love it. Anyway, we hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all, just pop them in the comments and we will be sure to get back to you. If you want to see more videos like this, just click over there. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to us, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Ciao.